remember hearing news that Starfield could potentially have been one of these titles. It didn't end up being the case. And so to everybody out there that was kind of throwing shade about anybody that bought into the notion that Starfield could have been one of those titles, I will say that it wasn't out of the realm of possibility as far as I'm concerned. It's as of September this year, it'll be a year that the game has been out, and I think that Starfield could very quickly become one of the next games to hit rival platforms. Yeah, I think it could hit PS5. It won't work on the Switch. That game won't work on the Switch, but it will potentially work on the next Nintendo hardware, and it will work on PS5. So for those of you that think that Starfield won't ever hit another, platform or whatever, I think that you might need to take a look at the actual situation that, Bethesda has found themselves in with Starfield. Did the game sell very well up front? Yeah, but it also did not meet expectations of most players for that game, meaning that while it sold very good up front, it also declined very rapidly. It's still got a little bit of hype around it, which means the quicker that Xbox can potentially get that game onto another platform, the better for them. And the fact of the matter is, the player base for that game has dwindled significantly, and I'm willing to bet you that Xbox wants to play off of the little bit of hype train that's still left on that game, and before it gets kind of lost to obscurity, they want to go ahead and push that out to other platforms in some kind of timely fashion. And so I just think that anybody that wanted to try and talk about how there was absolutely never going to be Starfield, it's like it wasn't out of the realm of possibility. Was it going to be maybe a little bit quick? Yeah, I'll admit that. Yeah, for sure. Because any game that Xbox releases, we know that this is their new strategy. This is their pivot. We've seen this coming for quite a while, right? This isn't necessarily catching a lot of people by surprise, but we know that Xbox is still going to be having proprietary titles. Their titles are still going to be on Xbox's platform in some kind of initial capacity. Whatever that time frame means, probably something around a year, like we've seen with these titles, with some of these titles anyways. That makes sense. They still want to bring people into their platform before they release them on rival platforms, right? So everybody needs to be hyper aware that just because Xbox is releasing a first party game does not mean that it is going to right away be on PlayStation or Nintendo. That's not the way this is going to work. But to think that just because it's a Bethesda game or something like that, it's not going to, that's kind of, I think, short-sighted. I think that's short-sighted to think that. And I think that actually probably sometime in the not too distant future, we will probably see Starfield be on at least PlayStation's platform. So I would say prepare for that.